Today, we are going to discuss how to switch from manual to automation. And in this, more about I am going to share my journey and whatever I am saying, everything is doable, feasible. I have break out in the few sections. Initially, what can be done, how we are going to start with the programming language, then slowly we'll move to the framework building, Selenium part, and then API automation. And I'm going to share total 6-month plan. If you will follow this, I will assure you that you can easily able to switch from manual to automation. Before moving forward, please subscribe to Sandu Tester and stay tuned. So let me move to the laptop screen here. First thing is we need to start. So today is the best day. We can start from the today. And I suggest you to start with the programming language first. And I recommended Java because in IT industry, most of the companies are using the Java. At least I can say that confidently. 50% companies are using Java and rest of the technologies are 50%. So you can understand the weightage of the Java. So that's why I am recommending Java. Otherwise, it's based on you. If you are good at JavaScript or Python, you can go ahead with that. Later on, you need to be consistent. So what I am saying, at initial stage, you need to spend 3 hours a day, daily 3 hours a day. You can spend 2 hours morning and 1 hour night. And this is completely doable because I have gone through this process after my first job. You have to spend 1 hour on theory and 2 hours on coding because coding will build your confidence. So if you do the much coding, then it will improve the confidence. It will boost your confidence. You need to read 3 hours, 30 days. So it will take 90 hours per month. And total it says 270 hours for 3 months. So I am suggesting 3 months for Java or any programming language. I'll give you guarantee that you won't find any course for 270 hours. So whatever generally it may be 15 hours or 20 hours. So if you are going to take with the 20 hours Java course, then you can easily complete in 270 hours. If you don't know anything, if you don't know how to install the Java, I give you guarantee that in 270 hours, you can definitely complete Java course. After that, I suggest you the few sources of learning. So what can I suggest? At initial stage, first go to the YouTube or search free video tutorial and just start. Later on, if you feel confident, then go ahead with the paid course like a Udemy or a local trainer. This is what I recommended. And later on, you can follow the good Twitter handles or good blogs. So here are few suggestions. You can go through. I will make a list, and for that, please follow us on Twitter. So I am posting informative post on the Twitter. So you can follow the Twitter handle as well. And I suggest you to read book as well. For Java, you need to start with this book, right? First Java. So this is my favorite book, and it's like a cartoon. If you won't get bored reading this big book. And second book is I recommended cracking coding interviews. So this is a very good book. If you complete this book with complete all the programs, I give you guarantee that you can place in any company. Later on we'll move to the Selenium part. So in Selenium, what I suggest is a time frame is 15 days and timings. You have to spend daily 1 hour in Java. So you need to spend 1 hour in Java daily basis. So as per the 7 day, you can spend 5 hours on coding and 2 hours on theory. If you are still not, if you are not feeling confident in theory part, and you need to spend 2 hours in Selenium. So total, you have to learn how to handle the functionality of web application. For example, you are talking about the web application. So you need to understand what are the functionalities are available. For example, checkbox, radio button, calendar, pop-up, browser notifications. All functionalities you need to cover in 15 days. It is not a big task. For clicking on the element, or handling the checkbox, there are only simple one command. So it will take approx 10 to 12 minutes. So this is not a big challenge. So that's why I gave you only 15 days time. And I recommend start with the easy. Don't go with the Amazon or Flipkart or any bulky website. Find an easy website. So you can write an easy XPath and it will increase your confidence. Later on you can jump to the complex one. I suggest you to spend at least 10 to 15 hours to writing a XPath, because XPath is the backbone of Selenium. If you cannot write a good XPath, then you cannot automate anything. So please focus on writing XPath for how you are handling the web elements. Please understand locator strategies well. Later on, we can move to the framework building part. So in framework building part, we need to start learning how to build a framework. So whatever script we have developed, for example, handling the calendar, handling the checkbox, handling the radio button, based on that, you just create a manual test cases, and the same test cases try to convert into the framework part. And for that, I suggest you to follow GitHub. In GitHub, you will get hell lot of open source project. You no need to pay anything. And time frame for this is 30 days, because you have already, the Selenium part, you did the practice. So this is the next stage. You have to focus on the framework, and you have to focus on the Java as well, because if you forget the Java, then 3 months is gone. Now what to cover in the automation framework? So you need to try to execute end-to-end scenarios. So we are going to log in and we are going to perform the few scenarios. So you need to automate, and after that you can implement the reporting functionality. So whenever execution is going to complete, you should able to get a nice report. For that you can go with the extent report or LU report. I recommend that you use Cucumber or TestNG, but my suggestion is TestNG, because in interview, most of the companies or interviewers are asking on TestNG, how you are going to handle the failed test, how you are going to add the listeners. So these all are real-time questions. So I suggest please focus on the TestNG rather Cucumber. And last, you need to check in your code in the GitHub on daily basis, because this is a good practice. Even in real-time work, end of the day, we are checking our code in the GitHub or Bitbucket of desired location. So later on, you can move on the API. So initial stage, I give you for theory part, it will take 15 days. And the timing is, you need to still continue focus on the Java for 1 hour, and 2 hours you can spend on API on daily basis. To understand the basic concept, it will take 5 days or 10 hours. There are not too much concept. You just need to understand what is the API, what are the web services, how it works, on what basis you can differentiate APIs, HTTP methods, and what are the response code you will get, and what are the tools. So you need to just do some analysis. You will get all the answers in the Stack Overflow or Google. And I don't think so it will take too much time. Later on, you can start working on APIs, and you can pick few easy APIs like Student API or JSON Server API, which is available on the Google. You can start execute from Postman, and later on you can try to execute end-to-end scenarios. I think it will take 10 days or 20 hours. So total is 15 days you can cover basics of the API. Later on you can move to the REST assured. In REST assured, what I suggest is it will take 30 days, because again here you need to write a code, and whatever APIs you have to automate, the same API we are converting into the automation part. So still in this stage also you need to continue the Java 1 hour daily and 2 hours for the REST assured. So initial stage, whatever APIs you have automated, the same APIs you need to execute at the unit test, and later on you can convert into the framework, and whatever framework you have built for the Selenium, the same utilities you can use here. For example, reporting purpose, TestNG, and other Java utilities. So same functionality you can reuse here. So I don't think it will take too much time. But what you have to do, you should able to perform end-to-end scenarios. If you are applying for the automation or Selenium and APIs, so you should know how to deal with the JSON file, because in most of the real-time scenarios, automation testers are using Excel file or JSON file. So you should able to perform few operations like how to create, how to read, how to update, and how to delete entries from the Excel or JSON file. You should learn how to play with the JSON file. This is must for the API automation. So it will go like this. Java, it will take 3 months. Basics of Selenium, it will take 15 days. Then framework building, it will take 1 month. Basics of API, it will take 15 days. And API automation, it will take 1 month. So total, if you follow the complete path, complete map, it will take 6 months. And I'll give you guarantee that using in this 6, you can transform from manual to automation. And here are few bonus tips. So never remember or never mug up any code. Whatever problem you are facing, just try to break it down the problem. Try to use valid data structure or valid collection and try to implement the code. But remember, never mug up or never remember any code. Then try to code as much as possible. If you have time, then spend 5 hours or 6 hours. But code as much as possible. No copy paste. If you don't know the logic, go to Stack Overflow or any other blogs or website. Understand the code and try to write it your own. Understand and then write your own. But do not copy paste. Do not distract. Convert your social media time to the learning new things. If you are bored and if you don't want to read, that's fine. In that time, just learn how you can apply for the how you can create the resume, how you can build in the resume. What should be your behavior during the interview? What can be done before interview? What are the interview tips? Follow the good testers, follow the good developers on the Twitter and LinkedIn. So this can be done during the free time instead of just wasting on the Facebook or Instagram. And one more thing is, please prepare a notes or make a notes, because whatever you did in last 6 months, you cannot watch the tutorial before a day of the interview. So please make a note. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, please write into comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.